And greetings from Port St. Lucie. This is Professor Tefero with Lesson 11 of the Belt and Road Strategy Series. And tonight we're going to examine decisions that will have to be made in Beijing. Now, there are many difficult decisions facing the officials, the CCP officials in Beijing, and we're just going to go over a few of them. But these are some of the major ones that they will have to consider for the Belt and Road. First of all, they have three proposed trade routes. And the first trade route is the maritime route, which is the easiest and fastest one for them to produce. So they will probably put most of their efforts into the maritime route initially. Secondarily, they might put most of their efforts into the central overland route that goes from Xi'an to northern China, northwestern China, and goes to Kazakhstan through Urumqi. And this has potential for curing a lot of problems that China has in that area. If they can make that area economically viable, they can reduce the political tensions they have there now. So that's a second question that they have to ask themselves. Should they put a lot of their money into that project as well as the maritime route? And then they have to consider questions about the northern route. Are they going to put money into the cooperation with Russia for the northern route? That can be a very expensive problem because the weather in Siberia can be extremely treacherous, as we know. So although there's a good payoff, if everything works to plan, we know that the certain failure of Plan A usually occurs. That's why it's the certain failure of Plan A. Things just don't work out the way you want them to over a period of a year or so. There's too many variables. Something's going to go wrong, or something will not meet the standards that you want to be met. China loves control. Beijing loves control. They don't have control in the northern overland route. Russia will be in control of the northern overland route because most of the route is in Russia. So these are three major questions they have to ask themselves in Beijing. But there's many minor questions they have to ask themselves about the Belt and Road. For example, are they going to include Taiwan? Are they going to include Hong Kong? How much will they include Hong Kong? How much will they include Macau? Will they include Xi'an for the central overland route? Or will the materials for Urumqi come directly from Beijing, where all the money and power is? That's a major consideration for CCP officials. So these are important questions that CCP officials will have to consider and make final decisions upon based on variables that we don't have all the information on. And there are even other issues involved. Who's going to be the beneficiary of the cities that will get more trade or less trade all along these routes? Which Chinese companies will be contracted? Probably state-owned enterprises will take precedence over privately owned enterprises, but you never know. And there are many other questions that the CCP will have to answer in Beijing. All of these and many other questions about the Belt and Road will have to be answered by these officials, and they have quite a few questions on their agenda. Next time, we'll look at another aspect of the Belt and Road Strategy Series. This is Professor Tefero from Port St. Lucie, wishing you a happy and healthy night. Take care. Bye-bye.